Hey guys, and welcome back to the 8th Bit. Now, I know a lot of you, are thinking, hey, man, didn't you just upload a few days ago? Well, yeah, and then you're probably gonna think, how come this video took you such little time to make? Well, let's just say, as soon as I uploaded the last video, I started making this one. Anyway, you're probably wondering what this video is about, and for the many people that saw my last video, you'll probably know. Remember when I said, this? I'm making my own super world, not the one I just talked about, with 8 worlds and 40 levels, and it's going to be great, guys. So the one I just talked about is only going to be 1 world with 5 courses, so you can check that out. But the other one I'm making, I will show you world by world. Well, that's what today's video is going to be about. Anyway, I think it's time to stop messing around. And without further ado, here is World 1 of my latest super world. Okay guys, so obviously, I thought I would show you 1-1 first. So, my first level is called 1-1 A Calm Beginning. Now, let's quickly read the description. 35 years on, Mario wants to relive his best adventure, but something is wrong. Let's find out what that something is. Just a quick disclaimer that I put in whilst I was editing. You'll have to excuse some of the video quality because some of the following clips might be quite choppy because the Switch only allows for 30-second video, so I had to piece them together and they might not look as good as they should. Anyway, I thought I might as well just quickly get that out of the way. Enjoy. Okay, so for this level, seeing as it's the first in the Super World, I decided to start off easy. So, what you can do is just run up and hit that question mark block to get a mushroom, and then you'll see 2 rows of blocks. I highly recommend going up the pipe that you'll see, because there you'll find out the plot for the entire Super World. Okay, so you'll see a bunch of spikes spelling out a sentence. Now, what this reads is, "Hey Mario, notice anything? We've stolen all the coins. Just try to stop us if you dare. Signed, the Koopalings." So yeah, basically the Koopalings stole all the coins, and they decided to leave Mario a not-so-little note. Alright, so once you've exited the spike sub-area, all you need to do really is just try to avoid all the enemies, unlike I did there. And yeah, basically you'll be at the end of the level before you know it, and that's 1-1 over. Now for level 1-2, the unexpected quest. Now once again, let's quickly read the description of the level. The Koopalings have all the coins. This trip won't only be down memory lane. Now let's see Mario start his adventure. So in the first block, there'll be a fire flower waiting for you, which you can grab. And then you'll find 2 pipes with piranha plants. Anyway, then there'll be a gap which you can jump over, and a Goomba shoe. So you need the Goomba shoe, so you can walk over these spikes. Now try to avoid the spikes like I did there, and go up the vine. Anyway, there'll be a Tanuki suit which you can grab, and then just run till you can fly. And then you should fly up until you see a platform made of cloud blocks, and there will be some flying buzzy beetles, which if you don't have a raccoon suit, just walk over, but if you do, you can just float down until you see a block of pipes. Right, so now you'll see some buzzy beetles and spinies. Try to avoid them, unlike me, but if like me you get hit, there's another power-up there for you. Anyway, so avoid the gap and try to avoid the enemies, except for the Magic Koopa, which you have to kill to get past the door. Anyway, so then you'll see a pipe, which you should go through, and then you'll see a bunch of thwomps. Now if, like me, you have a Tanuki suit, just run under them, and then you can fly. So then you can avoid some tall spiky enemies, and then just float down and you can hit the goal, and yeah, then the level will be over before you know it. Now for those of you who have seen my older videos, you'll know that I have a tendency of putting some of these in my levels. Yep, you know what it is. It's time for the level secrets. So this first secret is pretty quick. All you've got to do is just hit the second question mark block to get a vine, then climb up, and you'll see two platforms with two blocks. The first one with the regular mushroom, and the second with the one-up mushroom, so there you can get one extra life. The second is for a shortcut to the end, so you need to defeat all the enemies in your way until you have a clear runway, then you need to fly up, not forwards but up, until you see this little cave system with a hidden pipe. Then you need to go down that pipe, and then you'll fall down to the finishing card, and the level will end. Okay, so that's it for the secrets in this level. Now time to go on to the next level, 1-3 Boss Rush Bridge. Now, once again, let's quickly read the description. You are closer to the castle, but the Koopaling set you a big obstacle. I wonder what that big obstacle might be. Let's find out now. Okay, so this level is just quite short and simple. All you need to do is grab a star, hit the on-off switch, and then run as fast as you can, and try to hit all the enemies, especially all 5 boom booms. And then you'll be at the end of the level, and you'll have a ton of new lives. Okay guys, now it's time for 1-4 Pom Poms Paradise. Now, I guess you should know the drill by now. Let's quickly read the description. You're on your way to the castle and find a nice looking place, but is it? I wonder why it won't be. Let's find out right now. So first you'll see 3 Koopa Troopers, which you can just jump over, and then a block with the mushroom, then a tree with a hammer, which you will need to smash these grey blocks here. Anyway, so just smash them until you get the Super Bell, which you will then use to climb over the wall to get the boomerang. Now, hit every Goomba you see, preferably, and then jump over the gap and do the same with the Ant Troopers. Then once you've done that, do the same with the Pokies, which you will eventually see. Try to get all of the Pokies, especially, so you don't, die. Then you'll see Bill Cannons, jump over the Bill Cannons and wait on the second one, so when the Hammer Bros jump up, you can just hit them easily. And then once you've done that, do the same with the Piranha Plant. Then just run under the thwomps and get in the Koopa car, and just ride over the spikes, jump over the bully and the Piranha Creeper, and then you'll see 3 pom-poms. Here's an important tip: don't just jump on the pom-poms' heads, because you have to do that 3 times each of them. Instead, just drive right into them, because if you do that, then you will kill it instantly pretty much. So yeah, once you've done that, just drive over to the goal, and that's the end of the level. Pretty quick. Okay, now let's finally take a look at the last course of the video. I know you guys have been wanting this video to end, don't worry, that'll come soon. Anyway, let's take a look at 1-5 Larry's Spiky Spiny Castle. Now, for those of you who have been watching till now, you'll know what's about to happen next. Let's read the description. You have found Larry's castle. Be cautious and find his secret coin vault. Yeah, not much to go off of. But it doesn't matter, because if you actually want to stick around till the end, it won't need to be much to go off of, because I'm going to show you the actual level. Anyway, enough chitter chatter, let's get into it. Okay, so run up to the block ledge and hit the middle 2 blocks so you can get a Fire Flower and a Fire Yoshi. Then just blast the Hammer Bros and run on the spikes. Then do a flutter jump and jump off that enemy and go down the pipe. Anyway, then there'll be a Koopa car, as you can see, with some spikes. Go on the Koopa car and try your best to avoid the spikes. Now with this area, you got to carefully maneuver down. Try not to go too fast, because then you might hit the spikes. Anyway, jump in the fire car and then go down and just mash the fire button to defeat the giant spinies, especially here with the bullet bills. So just do that so you don't get hit. Anyway, then again, carefully maneuver down this part, like so. And then try to hit these spinies here to get a key. It's okay if you lose your fire, Yoshi, but yeah. Anyway, so then blast the blocks so you can get in there. And yeah, there's another key in there for the people that missed those spinies there. So if you missed the spinies, that's okay. Anyway, then quickly hit the on-off switch. And you've got to go forward to make sure all the enemies drown, because then that might happen. But if that does happen, you can just hit it again. Anyway, then you've got to battle with Larry. So you can, if you have the fire flower, then just stand up there and blast him with the fire flower. If not, then just, you know, jump on his head 3 times, like, you know, the regular way. So yeah, once you get the key, unlock the door, and then quickly go down the pipe. Now, blast the Hammer Bros with your fire flower and run onto the thwomps, and then quickly do the same with the Magic Coopers. Now, you've got to be careful here. Make sure that that the floor doesn't get blown up under you. And then there'll be a Boom Boom guarding the vault door. And you've just got to defeat it, which is much easier than the Koopa Kids, because you've only got to blast it with the fire flower 9 times. And then you'll get a Super Acorn, which you can then use to grab all of the coins in here. Now, I believe there are about 300 in here, which will give you 3 lives, so I highly recommend trying to get all of them. But you don't need to. Anyway, so yeah, this is pretty much the end of the level, or the main level anyway. So as you may or may not have guessed on my last comment for that level, yes, there is a secret, and let's see it now. Okay guys, just a quick heads up before the next clip. Just letting you know that in this clip you might see some things that weren't in the last one, and that's because, well, basically the only reason I made a secret at all is because a few days ago, whilst I was still editing the video, I realized that I made my course a lot harder than I meant to make it, because I just saw it on Course World. So I just thought that I would add a secret in, just to make it a bit easier. And I added that like once I'd already recorded the footage that you'd just seen. So yeah, there might just be something in there that you didn't see in the last one. So yeah, just letting you know so you don't comment it in my video. Anyway, enjoy. Alright, so the secret in this level is kind of simple. So all you really need to do is, you know that pipe that you enter to go into the spiky zone? All you need to do is just go past it and go onto the ledge, and you gotta jump up because you'll hit a hidden block, and then you gotta jump on it with Yoshi and just dismount, and then climb up the vine, and then you get to skip that entire spiky section pretty much and go straight to the boss fight. So yeah, because I think a lot of people that had trouble with my level had trouble in that particular area, so I just thought I'd make a secret to eliminate that problem. Okay guys, so that's going to be it on today's video on World 1 of my new Super World. I am still here. Alright, that's better. Anyway, I hope you really enjoyed today's video. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe, or maybe even leave a comment. And if you think you really want to play my levels right now, then level code's in the description. Anyway, see you soon. Bye!